All right.
Anyways, guys, listen. Are we missing somebody? Teddy's not here. Well, Teddy's not here. Teddy Bosco, I'm sure you all know him. If you don't, he is a captain of this crew. He will be involved in this, just as the four of you are. As I've mentioned briefly to both Martin and Sakura, we are doing a shift in the operation and how things are going to work. And in order for that shift to be made possible, we had to decide on a couple new captains. That being Martin and Sakura. So now we have Teddy Bosco, Martin Banks, Clark Mason, Vito DiCenzo, Sakura. No idea what your last name is, but we got Sakura. You guys are all captains of this crew. You are all aware of what the duties of being a captain is for the ones who have been a captain, and for the ones who have not. We have just spoken to you on what is required of you, the responsibilities you are required to carry out upon this crew. For the newer captains, if you need any guidance or any sort of help or advice, I'm sure Clark, Vito, and Teddy are more than willing to help you out, since you guys are new. For the old captains, we expect you guys to respect your newly made captains, as they are now equal of rank to you, and vice versa. Newly captains respect. Just because you are the same rank of the current captains now does not mean you owe them any less respect. You guys all must be on the same page and work together in some regard for this to work. Otherwise, this will not work. And we expect that of each one of you. No questions asked and no excuses. Now, with that being said, today is Thursday. Martin's going away on the weekend. So we can do from now until Monday. So what's going to happen is, all right, we are going to break up this crew into essentially 5 pies. All right, the chef of each pie is, the 5 of you plus Teddy, the 4 of you plus Teddy. He's not here right now. For this to work, what we need each and every one of you here to do is assemble a roster on a book of between 8 to 10 people that you would like to lead under your ship. And people you think that, you can essentially get to operate the best, be the most efficient, whatever. Just essentially people that you want under, work under you guys. You have until Monday to assemble the names. You can speak amongst yourselves on who's picking who, this, that, and the third. But you will not say this to anybody else in this crew. Not a soul will know about this besides you 5 or you 4 plus Teddy and, us 3 Dons. Okay, and the intent with that is, once the rosters are finalized and you guys have established, your subcrews within Cypress, what happens now is the money shifts, and the way we record the money shifts. You guys will be responsible. So we're gonna make up numbers here. All right, these numbers are not finalized yet. We are still fine tuning, amongst us Dons. So don't take these numbers as the holy grail. But essentially, once your roster is finalized, we're going to go to Martin and be like, all right, Martin, you are now required, you and your crew need to make this crew $100,000 a week. We don't care how you do it, but that's what we need done. So then what Martin is going to do is he's going to figure out, all right, guys, we all like doing moonshine. Let's just run moonshine and make this money, build an operation, whatever. End of the week comes, Martin gives us the $100,000 that was generated. The crew will take a cut. The captain will take a cut for him or herself. And then they will also take a cut for their crew. Now, as a captain, you guys will decide what you pay your people. We don't care. We want to see how you guys operate, and we want to see, how you guys pull this off. Now, you can be a great captain and not make a dime and pay your people as much as you want, or you can be a fucking dictator and make sure they all fucking work for free. As long as you are generating the income and is doing what is asked of you, we don't care how you do it. With that being said, keep in mind that, you guys should want to be great captains to your people. All right? So once the money starts coming in, you guys have established, how you're going to, generate the income or whatever. Things can start getting, way more interesting. Okay, you guys are captains. You guys are, there for one another. But in the same sense, you're also going to be competitors, because the best crew under this regime will usually see the best benefits. As we've always operated from the very beginning, right? The top earners, got paid more. Obviously, you guys, you've worked hard, or whatever reasons may be. You guys are climbing the ranks. You guys are captains now, and you guys are getting, access to the luxury that we're building here. That same mentality still applies. So, we can only assume more properties will pop up in Cypress. Top earning crews will get access to them. The idea is what we have in the stables. We want you guys to have within your own crews within Cypress. We want to build out boroughs. We want to build out sections within Cypress that you guys control, and people know that. If I walk into this corner of Cypress, this is Martin's fucking shit over here. If I walk into this corner of Cypress, this is Sakura's shit over here. And there's going to be better spots. There's going to be worse spots. The top earners get access and the benefits to everything versus the bottom earners. Keep that fucking in mind. We don't care what the excuses are. The responsibilities fall on you guys to make sure your fucking crews operate as efficient as possible. The sky's the limit. You want to earn $1 million a week? By all means. You want to earn $10 million? By all means. You want to earn 100,000? By all means. There are things that come with each decision you guys make. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
that makes sense. Yep.
Understand.
On top of that, once you guys have finalized your rosters and the people that will be under you, we also want you guys, each and every one of you, to think of one person that'll be your right-hand man or right-hand woman, and that will be the enforcer. And that will be another rank we're introducing within the crew, but it will be decided by you guys and then finalized by us. So once you're building this roster, keep that in mind. You will need to pick one of these people as your enforcer. The enforcer will be in charge of essentially, helping you guys run this crew, right? Like you guys help us. It's the same idea, but just on a lower rank level, right? So you guys essentially are the dons, and then they will be your captains. In a way, is how you should think about it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Any questions?
I have a question.
Yeah.
For our roster, are they bought-in members only, or can they be associates?
That's a great question. So bought-in members are prioritized, but we are okay with heavily associated people. So what does that mean? People that have been around, people that we know, people that have been working. We don't expect you to go grab some Joe Schmo that you met 2 days ago and be like, this guy's in the fucking crew because he's associated now. No. We have no problem if he's an associate who's not bought in yet, as long as he is heavily associated. And we don't have to completely define that. You guys should know what that means. You know what I mean? If it's somebody who's been around, they've been earning with you guys, they've been working with you guys, we have no problem. If it's somebody from fucking yesterday you met and he's cool and you like him or her, that's not going to fly. Mm-hmm. All right, because and the same blueprint is still there. Once you guys have these crews, it doesn't mean you can't work with other people who then might potentially be bought in the future. You can still do that. You just have your priority. The priority will be these 8 to 10 people, and they will generate income on behalf of you, on behalf of the crew. And the way you guys operate will only be accredited to these people. So we don't care if some Joe Schmo is the guy earning you $500,000 a week. If he's not bought in, you're going to take the credit for that because you are smart enough or whatever to set up a system like that where you get the credit for it. This is how we operate here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Also, for the enforcer rank, it's only bought in. No associate.
Yeah.
Just to clarify that as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Any other questions?
Yeah, I got one more.
Go ahead.
So, I currently already have like a group of people, and we got like a warehouse in Cyprus and everything. Is it okay, or like, is it considered like lazy to stick with that because we already have our system? Of
No. So we told you guys, not everybody here, but when we spoke to you to tell you to run your own crew is for this very reason, right? If you pick the same 8 to 10 people that you work with, it's perfect. Like you are just. You, by coincidence, are already doing what we want you to do. You know what I mean? So it's kind of just a benefit that you have. Now, with that being said, obviously, once these lists or rosters are finalized, it doesn't mean that we might not add a person or two that you just have to bring onto your roster because we have a lot of fucking people and everyone has to be placed under a roster.
Yeah.
So you might have your 8 to 10, and then we might add Arush and Luciano there because they need to be in a roster, and we think they're a good fit for you. No questions asked. That's why it's good you guys speak amongst yourselves. Try not to double and triple pick the same person. But if it just so happens, we will finalize. We get the last say on who will be on your roster. But if you already have a crew you've been working with, it's 99.9% chance they will be on your roster no matter what.
What happens if we bring you a list of people and this is that same person that say Vito brings?
That's why we'll have the final say, right? So if let's say all 4 of you brought us Arush, then me and we'll go me and Lucian go Arush is best fit with Vito. He's gonna go with Vito. So we will finalize the roster for you guys. We're just giving you guys the luxury of picking the roster that you want, but it might be the roster that you get.
Understood.
And keep in mind too, right? A bit of advice, right? The goal of you guys is to earn. So think about the people that work hard. Think about the top earners in the crew that you know about. It might be a bit of a dogfight on who you guys pick. I know everybody's probably salivating over Donnie and the $400,000 a week he fucking earns. You know what I mean? That is a very valuable asset to have under your fucking belt. Think about it that way. And if Clark refuses to get Donnie's name off his list, and Vito, you want Donnie, you both just keep him on the list because we're going to be the ones that get the final pick. So you don't even know if he's going to get it. All right, this is a bit of a game here, a little bit of a game. We're going to keep it friendly, but it's a little bit of a game here. All right?
Can we get a list of the newly bought-in members in light of...
I think just throw in anybody that you want, and then we can just throw in anybody that you want, and we can handle it from there.
Fair enough.
Yeah, everybody that's around Cypress, you pretty much know them. Just throw it in there.
Like we said, you guys are obviously smart enough to know what we mean by heavily associated, and I don't think that just if you think the person is heavily associated already, they probably are. So just put them on the fucking list. If you think that person is bought in, they probably are. Just put them on the list. And if there's a problem with it, we're gonna handle it either way, so it doesn't matter.
All right.
Understood.
Any other questions?
No.
No.
All right, this is a great Cypress draft. This is a monumental and historical moment within Cypress, and we hope you guys carry this out as seriously as we want it to be carried out. So
When do you need this list?
let's do Monday. All right, we'll give you guys from now until Monday. And remember, I need to emphasize: do not tell anybody within the crew. Don't tell your fucking Abito boys, Martin, Clark. Don't fucking go yapping to Zeke. If you don't be telling whoever the fuck you fucking tell you to suck. All right, we keep this between us. I don't want people to think that I'm gonna get picked last. We don't want to deal with that bullshit because it's gonna cause drama. That's why we gotta keep this tight. And nobody's even gonna know they got picked. Okay. Understood?
Yep.
Yeah,
Fair
makes sense.
enough.
All right. I think that's pretty much it. Anything else you want to add, Roosh?
No meetings about this, of course, in the stables. You don't want anybody overhearing for the same purpose, right?
Keep things private.
If you're gonna meet somewhere. You can meet here on the roof. I don't know, maybe even this warehouse behind you guys. I mean, in a corner somewhere. I don't know. You guys figure it out. Yeah. May the
This is
odds
important,
be in
guys.
your favor.
Yeah, this is very important. For your future and our future and the people under you, eh? So be the best captain you can be. Pick the people you want. Let's go from there. We believe in you guys and girls.
Yeah, and then
Or the worst.
Last little side note: anything money related. Once this system is in place, please, anything money related is always through GG. You don't come asking me about money. Don't come asking the Roosh. Don't come asking. We don't know fuck all about the money. We have a person for that. Is fucking GG. We respect her absolutely as a treasurer. So once we get to that point, that is who handles all the money, and you speak to about it all the time, unless it's some fucking some malicious shit, like somebody's been stealing or scheming or whatever. Obviously you talk to us about it, but when it comes just to money, getting paid, this, that, and the third numbers, you speak to GG about it.
Understood.
Yeah.
Yes, my Donis.
All right. We'll probably be trying to, I don't want to say weekly, but captain meetings will be a thing. We're no longer going to try to speak to 40 people. We're going to speak to you 4 plus Teddy. And we expect, accurate fucking reports, things that are actually going on, and you guys being in tune and aware with this crew and what the fuck is going down. Doesn't matter if the person's on your roster or not.
Earned.
Suits as well. I want to see some suits. I want you guys looking good at these meetings. You captains. We ain't no lackeys no more. Suits. And no masks.
Now, listen. The
I don't know about
suit
suits,
shit we don't really give a fuck about. Just no
Yeah.
masks,
Suits.
all right? Just no masks. Luciano loves suits. He's fucking Italian. We get it. All right? You guys are all good. You guys can get out of here. Monday. We need the roster Monday. No fucking excuses.
All right.
All right.
Ah,